Breaking news now on Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
We continue to follow breaking news in Hartford. The man who pled guilty to manslaughter in the death of police detective Bobby Gartner was sentenced to 30 years. He will not have to serve all of that time behind bars. Good evening, I'm Raven Blue. Richard Barrington learned his sentence just a couple of hours ago. It capped a long day in court. Gartner's family and friends spoke about the loss they experienced. Barrington also spoke. He apologized for what happened. Fox 61's Jamel Johnson was at the hearing. He joins us live now outside the courthouse with reaction to the sentence.
Yeah, Raven, we were here for about 6 hours earlier today just listening to statements from both sides, family, friends from Detective Bobby Gartner, as well as Brian Kearney himself and family and friends from Richard Barrington's side. That sentence that was imposed upon to Barrington was 30 years, but to be suspended after 16 years served and 5 years probation. During those 5 years of probation, Barrington must go to substance abuse rehab, and every single year of his probation, he will have to make at least a $50 monetary donation to Sea Cadets, which is a charity that Detective Gartner was very fond of. Like I said, it was a long, raw, emotional day in court. We heard statements from both sides, family and friends. Like I said, we heard from Brian Kearney, who was there that night with Detective Gartner, and he was injured, and he talked a little bit about basically how grueling it was being on this earth without Detective Gartner. His wife talked a little bit about how grueling it was caring for her husband during that time. We also heard from Barrington's mother, father, sister, and grandmother, and even Barrington himself, who stood up in front of the entire courtroom and apologized directly to the family of Detective Gartner and Brian Kearney for injuring him. His grandmother, like I said, also spoke. She said she believes in her grandson. She rode 850 miles on a bus just because she believes in her grandson and that he's a good kid. But she said that whatever sentence is imposed upon him today, she believes that it will be fair and just for the decision that he made in September 2023, and she wants him to be treated just like everyone else.
I just want you to know that I'm genuinely remorseful and deeply apologetic for all the pain and hurt that I've caused all of our families. I know that your healing process won't be easy, and I'm not asking for forgiveness today because I know that can take a while, and I'm still forgiving myself for this accident.
I rode on a tight bus 850 miles to come here for this child because I believe in this child. He's never done anything wrong. He made a wrong decision that night, and I've always said, no matter how bad a situation is, do not run from it.
Now, there were several factors that the judge considered for his sentencing today, which was the nature of the crime, the intent of the crime, how young Barrington was, which was 18 years old at the time. He's 20 years old now. And from the judge's judgment, how remorseful Barrington was today. And he said he truly believes that Barrington is remorseful as he stood in front of the courtroom and apologized to the family and friends of Detective Gartner. In Hartford, Jamel Johnson, Fox 61.
Right now, Granbury police are looking into the death of a man found unresponsive in a home. The investigation has been ongoing since late last night. Fox 61's Alicia Hercules brings us the latest details.
The Granby Police Department and state police were on scene for hours at this home here on Hartford Avenue, working to learn more about the man who was found inside.
It's just a sad situation for such a small town and small communities within the Farmington Valley.
A neighbor who wanted to remain anonymous says seeing so many police outside the home was terrifying and sad. Police were called to a home on Hartford Avenue just after 11 o'clock Thursday night after a man was reported unresponsive. 54-year-old Keith Schaefer has been identified as the man found in the home. When first responders arrived, they tried to resuscitate Schaefer. Those efforts were unsuccessful. Due to the nature of the scene, the State Police Major Crimes Division was called in to help with the investigation. The anonymous neighbor says no matter what the official cause of death is, the situation is heartbreaking for everyone involved.
I think all too often we forget that it's the loss of a life of a human body. At the end of the day, It's just really the loss of a human being, someone's son, someone's brother, someone's boyfriend, someone's cousin.
Police say this was an isolated incident. The cause of death is still under investigation, but police say there is no active threat to the public. In Granby, Alicia Hercules, Fox 61.
The incoming hot weather has some people wondering how they are going to stay cool. The temperatures are reaching into the 90s, but could feel more hotter than that. Fox 61's Joe Monti is in Hartford with what the state is doing to help people cool off.
The first half of the weekend looks great, but come Sunday, we're going to be dealing with some dangerous heat. That's when the state's extreme hot weather protocol takes effect. If you need a cool place to hang out, you're in luck. You've got some options. Leticia Cotto, Chief Administrative Officer of the Hartford Public Library, says their services are ready and the AC will be blasting.
When people come in, the things that they could expect is to be in a safe space, in a comfortable space, and in a space where they can access technology, programs, and other services. But if they just want to stay out of the heat, this is one of the spaces that they can be in.
The South End Senior Wellness Center on Maple Avenue will also be open as a cooling center. Cynthia Brody, an administrative assistant at the facility, says there's plenty of space for people to come in and take a break from the heat.
Anybody can come in, just sit around just to stay cool. We have snacks and water. You can charge your phone, AC blasting all day, and believe me, it is cool.
While some people are excited for summer weather, Asia Pickens says she isn't a fan. She talked about the last time she had to battle hot temperatures.
I was baking like I was frying like a cinnamon bun in the sun. Don't laugh at me, I'm so serious, like it's so hot.
Another man who goes by Q Sturdy says he's not thrilled with the heat either.
This heat, they said it's gonna be like 98 next week or something like that. I ain't gonna lie, I think that should be illegal.
He says he'll be trying to keep his dog cool during the high temperatures and hopes people prepare for dangerous heat ahead of time.
Because my dog right there, you know what I'm saying, he got fur and all that, so that type of weather right there be dangerous for the animals. I feel like that type of weather, kids and animals should just stay in the house. Everybody should prepare right now and get things before it even gets to that, you know, get your fans, AC and stuff like that.
To keep himself cool, he says he'll take cold showers, drink a lot of water, and eat plenty of popsicles. Pickens says she's glad the city and the state are trying to help some of Connecticut's most vulnerable people stay cool and safe.
I appreciate, certain, places like the library and certain organizations that are opening up their space for people to, run into real quick, get some cool air and cool down from the heat.
If you're looking for a place to stay cool, you can find more information about where these cooling stations are in your area on our website, fox61.com. In Hartford, Joe Monti, Fox 61.
Summer arrives in just a few hours, and it's going to be hot, hot, hot. Meteorologist Sam Samperi is here with a first check of the forecast. Sam, this weekend is going to be pretty tamed compared to next week, right?
That's right, Raven. And, we really need to prepare for big heat, record-breaking heat, too, early next week. And the weekend is a transition. So, yeah, this Saturday, tomorrow, is going to be warmer. We could have some strong thunderstorms actually associated with that warm front come late Saturday night into early Sunday. Some question on that. Hot and humid on Sunday, that gets us ready. I mean, we can even have temperatures in the low and possibly mid-90s on the shoreline. So Saturday into Sunday would be the best day for swimming, but boy, by Sunday afternoon, get ready. Dangerous heat next week already, an excessive heat watch for all of Connecticut, including the shoreline, starting next Monday and going through Wednesday. Temperatures right now are in the 70s and low 80s, comfy for a nice Friday evening outdoor activities, anything you want to do. A couple of thunderstorms lining up on that warm front. That's not going to bother us tonight or tomorrow. There could be a few clouds. Temperatures tonight will be comfortable. Lows in the upper 50s to lower 60s. And tomorrow, mixed sun and clouds. Temperatures in the mid to upper 80s coming up. I'll let you know the hottest day next week and how many records can we break. Details coming up in a few minutes. Raven?
All right, thanks, Sam. A Stamford jury found a former Norwalk official guilty of murder and criminal lockout today. 64-year-old Ellen Wink was convicted of shooting her next-door neighbor to death in January 2022. Her sentencing is scheduled for September 5th. Police say they found Kurt Lametta dead in his home on Nelson Avenue with multiple gunshot wounds. Tax assessor records show Wink owned his home. She was Norwalk's deputy Republican registrar on the city's Registrar of Voters and Election Administration. New tonight, an 85-year-old man died after a car crash in North Branford this morning. Police say Roger Monk of North Ford crashed into another car on Foxen Road around 10 in the morning. He died at the hospital. The other driver is expected to be okay. The crash is under investigation. And a man who escaped jail and was found in Middletown on Wednesday appeared in court today. Police say Keyshawn Jackson Jr. has been hiding in a home on Stony Crest Drive. It is unclear how long he's been on the run. He was serving 15 years in jail for assault and criminally owning a pistol back in 2021. Officials found cocaine in his car and where he was staying. Jackson Jr. is charged with escape, possession of narcotics, and interfering with police. Fox 61 has called out tonight to Watertown police to see how a man is doing after his arm got caught in a machine today. Officials tell us he was alert and conscious when crews got his arm out. Police say there was no obvious major trauma.